everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to make some Turkish pizza, or we call it pide in Turkey. We're going to start by making our dough. So here I have half a cup of warm milk. I let it go in. Then I have half a cup of warm water. I add that to my mixture too. And then I'm going to add my 1 tablespoon of active dry yeast. Here I add it, and then I'm gonna add some sugar into our mixture. After adding all of my ingredients, I'm gonna give it a stir so that the yeast and the sugar and all of the ingredients can get wet and mixed up, and we are gonna let it bloom for 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, as you can see, my yeast has bloomed. It's puffy, it's airy, it's yeasty, it smells like yeast. Anyways, I'm gonna add 1 tablespoon of olive oil into the mixture. And then I'm gonna add a cup of all-purpose flour. We are gonna increase the amount of flour we will add as our machine needs our dough. We're gonna start with 1 cup, and I will keep you updated as I add flour. I also added 1 teaspoon of salt, and now I'm gonna close my KitchenAid mixer. I'm using a KitchenAid one, but you can, if you have a bread machine, you can use the dough program in your machine, or you can use another mixer. I'm gonna set it on the normal speed at speed 2, and I'm gonna let the machine knead my dough until it's smooth. After approximately kneading for 10 minutes on my mixer and adding 2.5 cups of flour, my dough is ready. Now I'm going to cover it with a slightly wet towel, and I'm going to let it rest for 30 minutes. So now we're going to make a vegetable mix, and I'm going to start with 1 onion and we're going to chop it. Now I have my chopped onions. I'm going to add my green peppers now. I'm gonna add all of them and mix them, chop them in one bowl so all the flavors can get into each other. And now, since we put them all, let's send it to the chopper. So now I have my green peppers chopped in, and I'm gonna add my red peppers now. Also, the mixture I'm making is for 1 pound of ground beef. If you're gonna use less or more beef, you can substitute the vegetable mixture upon the amount you're using. Now, let's send our mixture to the chopper again. So now I have my ingredients chopped all together. Now I'm gonna add my parsley in it. I'm gonna place it into my chopper like this. I don't want it to disappear too much, so I'm just going to give it a spin and have little parsley chunks left. So now let's send this to the chopper. So my vegetable mix is ready and chopped. Now I'm going to add it to 1 pound of ground beef that I have. I'm just going to pour it over. There might be some water, and you can pour it over too. Now we're going to mix it. After combining my mixture for a while, now I'm gonna add half a tablespoon of yogurt. I'm adding the yogurt so our mixture will be more spreadable when we place it over our shaped dough. Also, I'm adding 1 teaspoon of salt. And I'm gonna also add half a tablespoon of black pepper and half a tablespoon of chili. You can use hot chili or normal chili. Here I'm using a special chili called isot. That's from Turkey. If you want, you can always use red pepper flakes. Also, if you wish, you can add some paprika. I'm not gonna add it, but if you want a little bit of that pepper tone and that hit of paprika, you can always add it, but I won't. Now our meat mixture is ready and it's time to make our pides. Here I have my dough back with me. As you can see, it rises to a really great level. I'm just gonna swirl it, twist it, and put it back here. So now I'm gonna spare it to like 3 different pieces. So this depends on how big you want your pizzas. If you want them big, spread them bigger. If you want them smaller, spread them smaller. I'm gonna show how big of pides each ball makes. Now let's go to shaping these. Yep, I got my dough and I'm gonna spread my surface with a little bit of flour. I'm gonna do it in the original method with my fingers. If you wish, you can use a roller too. We're gonna spread it more horizontally, like a rectangle. You can also choose how thin or thick you want your crust. Yep, here I have my topping. We made it before. I like meat a lot on the pide, so I'm gonna put a lot. You can put less or a lot like me if you choose to, but I would definitely advise you to put a lot because it definitely adds a great taste and the texture. Now we're gonna start by the edge. I'm gonna press the edge like this, and I'm gonna make this start. Then we're gonna fold it into the center. Yes, we're gonna fold it like this. These folded sides will make a really tasty crust when you bake them. I put a cast iron into my oven and start preheating it to 400 degrees. I'm gonna use a cast iron to get that really good crust. If you have a pizza stone, you can use it too. Here I have little butter pieces. If your meat is not fatty, you can definitely add some butter over it to make it more tastier. You can add butter if it's even more fatty too. Now we're gonna slide this into our oven that we preheated and watch it cook. If you wish, also at this step you can add some cheese. You can crack an egg on it, whichever way you choose. Now let's put this into the oven.